All right, it is working. What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. I think we have got this working. Maybe. It's a big maybe. I'm on a different computer, so there were like a bunch of stuff that I had to install to get everything up and running. But in any case, welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully this thing updates in a second. The Gamecast is updated, and I hope this thing goes. Hide zeros, apply. There we go. Duke is on the home side, and that will flip that, and we actually look good to go. All right, that is impressive in actually an interesting way. Okay, 90, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, perfect. Look at that. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Glad to be with y'all. Andy, welcome in. Caleb Foster getting the scoring started for us with a 3. We shot the 3 so, I would say, in the game against Kansas, but got out of there with a W. That was a fun game for all those that were around on Tuesday. Thank you very much for joining. That first shot from Niagara is off. By the way, Niagara coached by Greg Paulus. That is that's sort of the gimmick of this game, right? Is that we are returning a former Duke player who is now a coach to Cameron. So welcome back, Greg Paulus. Greg was there. I think Greg. Did I see Greg in? Yeah, I think I saw Greg's final season, which would have been 2008, 2009. I'm pretty sure that was Greg Paulus's final season. So I was a freshman when Greg was a senior. Way back in the day now. Hopefully everybody had a good week though, as we have a foul there on Niagara. That will be their first. Anybody else feel like it's pronounced Niagara, but it's spelled Niagara. It's like has an extra A, and that really like threw me off when I was doing the spelling. Niagara. Niagara. Everyone just cuts out that that middle A there. Uh, Niagara now dribbling around. He's going to take another 3 with 2 seconds on the shot clock, and that is way off. Look, like I don't actually think anybody's expecting us to lose this particular game, this one or the Howard game. Honestly, Howard at number 5 Duke. Is that really Sunday? That's Sunday really? I thought that was on Tuesday. Why did I think that was on Tuesday? Oh, we do. We have a game on Sunday in 2 days. Okay, I have a commitment on Sunday as of today, so there will be no stream on Sunday. It is also football. We will respect the NFL. We will be back for probably the Thursday night, the Thanksgiving game. We will probably do. So, folks, if you want to tune in for Thanksgiving, nice shot there, actually, by Walters, number 2 for Niagara, as he connects on the 3, and it's 5-3 here. Oh, it's not updating. I don't know why it's not updating. Oh, I do actually know why it's not updating. There it is. It's because I had full screened this thing here. So tell me, y'all, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I traveled on Wednesday. It was pretty good, pretty easy. The following days have been pretty chill. A lot of work, but oh boy, potential flagrant foul already. Oh my gosh, we have a official review and we're like not even 4 minutes in, man. Can everybody hear me, by the way? This is coming through, right? This is making sense. Let's see what that is probably a flagrant foul actually if I have to assess that. It's all right, Jimmy Boeheim. We don't need Cooper Flag. We're going to be just fine without him. Man, I have not found out the trick to get my to get the YouTube TV to show up. I used to have a trick that I could trick it into showing up. Guess not anymore. They've gotten smarter, chat. They've evolved. There are folks around. People just being shy, Andy. Plus, it's a Friday night, so I suspect that there are most people are not. It looks like they did call this one a flagrant. This is a flagrant foul on Reggie Proudhome here, so it'll be 2 shots for Big Patrick, and he'll make the first, so that's pretty good. I mean, look, like this game and then the Howard game, it's, to be fair, they're a bit of a snooze fest. I suspect that I don't know. We'll probably what even was the betting line on this game? Like 40? Like there's no shot, right? That like this is even close. We're probably gonna play like 12 guys in this game. As Caden comes in and says, so does Darren Harris and Malik Brown. So we've swapped out 3 of them already. So basically have the 8-man rotation going right now. Oh, Caden Boozer from the left corner in front of the Cameron Crazy section. I actually did get an email that there was like still extra tickets to be sold in the student section for this game and the Howard game, which I thought was interesting because like the students should still be on campus. I don't think they like leave until like actually have the break until literally like Tuesday, essentially like Tuesday. You still in class. New killer, what's up? 40 is a crazy betting line. I get it. Was it really 40? Okay, I saw another crazy one. I saw LSU yesterday. I don't know. I assume this was real. I saw one that had LSU. It was 61 and a half or 62 and a half, and the game was literally decided by 63 points. It was like the game was like literally the line. I was like very impressive. Oh, it is 40? Okay, I was actually just kind of guessing. I didn't actually know. That's hilarious. All right, so I actually guessed correctly. Anybody else here stateside watching the Formula One? It's qualifying tonight. I'm pretty sure qualifying is at what? It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. The quali tonight. Vegas was a fun race last year. It was like super. It was one of the most entertaining races of the calendar last year. Where is? Oh, there it is. Free practice 3 starts in 20 minutes. And yeah, qualifying at 11 o'clock. I'm definitely going to be watching quali tonight, which will be nice. So 10-3 here in the early going. We got Caleb Foster, Caden. We got Boozer getting 2. Gongwa's got 2 free throws. There was a flagrant foul in there. If the line really is 40, I think I'd just like to see our guys come out and actually put up like, you know, you can just like go out and win by 40. Like kind of just take care of business and do your thing. The real games start next Thursday, right? We have this like gauntlet where we go Arkansas, Florida, Michigan State, and we're like, damn, that is a like probably the toughest 3-game stretch that I like. Might be the toughest 3-game stretch of any school actually. Also, who took Arizona over Connecticut the other night? Somebody in this chat was like, I think Arizona, and they actually did win in stores. I think that was that's very impressive too. You can find traffic cameras at the track and see the cars go around street corners. That's funny. Just like the random traffic cameras in Vegas. Yeah, I want to see us win by 35. I mean, I just want to see the guys play well. Obviously, you got to get out of here by. Okay, Andy, you were the one that called it. Good call, man. Good call. Good call in Arizona. So now that means that Arizona is formulating like quite the resume. Definitely one to keep an eye on as we like get into conference play. They now have a road win. They have a road win in stores, right, against Connecticut. And then they have, I'm pretty sure, a road win against Florida. I can't remember if their Florida win was a neutral site or it was actually at Florida. But in any case, you have basically like you got two quad one wins right there. Duke, I think, has two quad one wins as well. Um, so like right, making early cases for a one seed Arizona. What a beautiful block by Malik Brown as he gets him going up. Nicely done. Darren Harris going to take a quick three. Oh, falling down too in front of Greg Paulus, one of the best three-point shooters that we saw back in the 2010s, or actually the late 2000s. Let's put it that way. Oh, very nice. Duke bringing full court pressure. I love to see the effort here. 13-3 by our Blue Devils with 15:18 left in the game. Or rather, in the first half, I should say. Kamenia playing some defense. I thought Nick was actually like kind of quiet the other night against Kansas. Only 4 points. Did have a decent number of rebounds, but didn't get as many minutes as I would have hoped, I guess. Kind of like came in early. Ooh, Cam gets it stripped, but then it goes out of bounds. Kind of thought he like came in early, and yeah, I guess he just didn't get as many as minutes, even when we were ahead late in the second. Also, anybody else out there rather betting on Joe Burrow playing on Sunday? My fantasy team is in dire straits and desperate at the moment because I have Bo Nix on a bye. I have Jackson Dart in concussion protocol, and I have nothing left. It's literally like I picked up Joe Burrow. You think it was yesterday? Harris trying to go for the three in the same spot, but gets fouled this time after the miss. Yeah, I picked up Joe Burrow on a whim because I saw he was practicing, and then I got excited because Dan Orlovsky basically said, "Oh yeah, if Joe's healthy, he's gonna play." And I was like, "All right, Dano, I'll believe you. I'll bite." And I went for it. Now I'm just sitting with Joe Burrow as the only quarterback that is viable in my entire roster. This is after I have now lost Drake London, Terry McLaurin, and Mike Evans. Basically, they're all dead. All my receivers. I played one game with all the receivers I drafted. It was game one, and I lost it to the person in last place because nobody showed up. That guy had one win through the entire season until last week. He got another one. That one win was me, and I have not played any of my receivers. It's been it's been just a slog, but somehow I've managed to win 7 games. So here we are with my with my fantasy woes. 2 of 3 at the line for Darren Harris. The free throw line is another place you kind of want to watch, especially like today, where you might end up in a game like today. You might end up taking a bunch of free throws because you have such a size mismatch and athleticism mismatch that you might just end up getting fouled a lot. We really did not shoot the free throw line was like a big takeaway for me from Kansas. Just like shooting like 70%. It was like lower than 70% I was. That was bad rebounding by Duke, honestly. We got beat 2 by 1, and then that's an offensive board. So nice 3-pointer there on the offensive board by by Walters. on that one. Bad rebounding by Duke. Kameni in the corner. He's going to travel. Oh, he's out of bounds. All right. I thought it was a steps. Either way. Walters is this number 2 is like, yeah, he just looks back and he's like, nobody guarded, nobody closed out. This dude is so small, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him, and I'm only 6'3". That's crazy. I would be small on the Duke team. I would definitely be considered small on this Duke team. The same as the one last year. That's a way off. That's an air ball, actually. It lands in the lap of Dame Sar. Dame Sar, we got Harris. No, not there. Actually, Dame Sar did, yeah, he did start. Interesting. Didn't really do much, then got subbed out. All right. I would like to see Iffy, Ufuchukwuo, if we have an opportunity here, especially like early in the game. 15-6, 4 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be a shot clock violation, or just let it roll out of bounds. For tomorrow, I have Duke winning 24-21 and a scuffle near the end. Wait, that's in football? Who's our football? I mean, it's over. The season's over, man. Unfortunately, right? Because like the loss to Virginia, basically, it's out. It was a 5-way race at the top, and like we had to show up and beat Virginia. We just couldn't do it. Oh, it's against North Carolina. Okay, that's a 3:30 game. I'll mark that one down on my calendar. I guess I'll actually watch it because it's against UNC and Bill Belichick. So that'll actually be fun to watch. Boozer, Caden, no, Gongbo. Oh, I thought Gongbo got fouled. Yeah, he did. Up top. All right, so I'll watch tomorrow at 3:30. That means that, let's see, the pup behind me, the pup over here. So we have the dog cam 24. Like we have pup cam all the time now because the dog is very conveniently on the bed right behind me. If we go this way, does it make it better or worse for the dog? There we go. There's the dog. Now we can see the dog more than you can see me. You don't need to see me. You need to see the dog. He's getting groomed tomorrow in the morning, so I got to do that. And then I guess by the time I get back, I'll do my workout. Yeah, I'll do my workout, and then I should be ready for the for that game. And then I could take the dog out on a walk, and that would be good. Yeah. If we don't win the championship, as long as UNC gets blown out of the water, yeah, as long as we, at this point, like, that's really all we have to hang our hat on, right? Is as long as we beat UNC, then we can say, like, okay, the season's, like, decent, like, okay. Niagara's got a Family Guy character playing basketball, Brian Griffin. Oh, it does. This Isaiah Evans from the left corner. Beautiful catch and release. Yo, the Isaiah Evans shot there. That release was so quick. Like he was great assist by Cameron Boozer, by the way, to just send that pass right in the shooting pocket. Isaiah Evans put that shot up instantly. That was crazy. Here's number 12. There's Joshua Sabino. But yeah, number 15, Brian Griffith. I think it's spelled slightly differently. It's Griffith, not Griffin, but still. It's very close. Although I don't think he nearly weighs as much as the real Brian Griffin, which would be kind of funny to see the real Brian Griffin just kind of running around playing basketball. (22-6) as the scoring bonanza continues here after the 3. Cameron Boozen gets 2. The turnaround, number 32, right? Will Short, who's anything but it at the moment. He turns out to be the tallest guy on the Niagara team, actually, so it's a bit of a misnomer there. Foster up ahead. Is that Sar? Sar for 3, in and out. Oh, nice tap out by Gungba. Back to Foster. Foster to Boozer. Gungba. Oh my God, they bring a triple team. Niagara brings a triple team of Eagles. He gets it out. Foster thinks about it. Extra pass. Oh, Isaiah Evans wanted it. We got a collapse of the defense. Boozer just puts up way too hard of a shot. Wanted to get fouled, but no call. Number 2 on Cam is, yeah, that's just a throwaway here by Niagara. That's the dude that's hit the 2 threes. It's like Trenton Walters. I got to look up exactly, like, let's look it up. Niagara men's bas. Is this dude has got to be like 5'8"? Like, oh, that's kind of cool. That was a cool graphic. Wait, refresh that. Oh, that's a cool graphic. I gotta steal that. All right, we're taking bets. How tall is this guy? Okay, he is 5'9". I was right. I said I was close. I said 5'8". So he's 5'9", and Boozer is what, like 6'9"? He gives up a foot. 6'10". And Boozer height 6'11", 6'9". He's only 6'9". I guess we're a little bit more generous, maybe. We do just give it 6'9". Maybe with shoes 250. Yeah, he is tiny. 5'9". It's an entire foot. I wish I had a measuring tape. How big is an iPhone? It's like 6 inch. I don't know. Yo, it's an entire 12 inches. It's crazy. I see him spending time in the post on defense or something. I mean, it's just how they're like switching the defense. I'm as tall as number 2. Why is there a 5'9" guy? Well, Andy, you too could play for Niagara men's basketball if you if you would like. Uh, but look, he led Niagara over in the win over Binghamton. So he is like the guy here. Sophomore season. Oh, he was a JUCO. Okay. He was a JUCO in 2024. He averaged 10 points, shooting 41% from the three. He hit his first 2 threes. Then he was at Radford. Okay, this is interesting. Season high 23 early in Binghamton. Okay. That was in their second game. And then he hasn't done so hot actually. We was 7 for 12 in that game. Then it was 1 for 5, 1 for 5. So that's not great. 23, 5, 8. He's got 6. It's a good night for him. Number 2 only looks short because he's around 6-foot giant. That is one way to do it. Yeah. I mean, everybody looks short when you're in the middle of like we're playing. If you showed up to a Duke practice, everybody would look short. All right, back to it. 22-8. As Duke is, let's see if we get the mismatch again. No, they are right now not mismatching this. This is another foul. That'll be called on 1, which is Proudhome, who already has a flagrant. What's the smallest player we played last year, you think? Oh, probably around this size. When the average college basketball team is 6'5" and you're 5'9", yeah, you're gonna look short. Who is their trying to think. Wasn't there an NBA guy that was like under 6 feet? I want to say it's a couple. I feel like you just gotta have a lot of vertical jump. But yeah, here comes 5'9", number 2. We're gonna get Isaiah Evans, and even just against Isaiah Evans, he looks short, man. Oh, what a beautiful deflection by Cam Boozer. Oh, 5'9" is gonna try to contest. Not a chance. Oh gosh. Nicely done. 26-8, another timeout by Greg Paulus here. Muggsy. At least 5'9" try. He did. Yo, he was first. I gotta give it to him. He was first one back in transition. Okay, off the steal. Muggsy was 5'3". Oh, I can't even like 5'3" is like, man, that's a foot shorter than me. That's crazy. I mean, I know like females that are like 5'3". I can see that. Good. I mean, Duke just going full court press with a double team here, and it's gonna be forcing another turnover. We are manhandling Niagara here. I gotta wonder what's going through Greg Paulus's mind when John Shire, who played with Greg, okay, they were on the same team. As John was a freshman. Get this, John was a freshman. No, John was a sophomore. His senior year was 10, 9. No, he was a junior. John was a junior. Yeah. Kevin Hart playing basketball. He was actually talented. That's what Muggsy Bogues with. I was thinking of Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Hart. Because he plays like all the charity ones. Anyway, yeah. So John was a junior. Greg Paulus was a senior. And then John wins the whole. Greg Paulus leaves. John then takes over the team as the starting guard. Okay, he goes on. He wins a national title. He then goes and takes the Duke coaching job from Krzyzewski. Then calls up Greg and is like, "Hey, Greg, you want to come play us?" And just routs him. I mean, it's like it's a little cruel, honestly. Like the way that this has gone down. Although I think actually now come to think about Greg Paulus graduated Duke as a senior, and then I'm pretty sure he went to play quarterback at Syracuse for a year. Wasn't that the thing? He went to like play Syracuse at Syracuse, I thought, and like had like some like not great season. Kamenia in the corner for 3 and offensive foul. All right, never mind. But like I find it actually kind of hilarious. John definitely ended up with the best bargain out of everyone. I'm not really sure where the offensive foul is. But anyway. More Duke pressure, full court Duke pressure, man. We are just picking them up. Duke by 19 at the moment, halfway to the 40-line spread here in the first half, and we still have 9 minutes to play. Here's 5'9", number 2. Oh, almost gets it stripped. Swings it outside. We got a 3 on the way. Number 4, yes. Well done. Actually, sorry, number 5, Justin Page. Looked like a 4 from long distance, but there is no 4 on Niagara. So Page, Malik Brown out to Foster. Foster trying to repay the favor, and he does. That's his second 3-point shot. Yeah, he opened the scoring with a 3. Good defense by Kamenia down low to deny the entry pass. Now he goes and rotates over. Is still playing really good defense by Nick, actually. Yes, good. And now Malik Brown will get called for a foul, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, Kamenia will on a late rotation. As soon as I start praising somebody for their good defense, they end up rotating late, and it's like they got a foul called on them. But I still thought it was a pretty decent possession beyond that. No, it is on Malik Brown. I was right. The announcer called it the wrong way. Herbie, where is the video? The video doesn't work. The video doesn't. I can't get it to. I can't get it to render for me. Yeah, it won't. It won't do it. Black screen. Is that what you mean by the video? Going rid of the free throw line after the timeout. What other good football games are there this weekend, chat? What do we got? Oh. Yep, they've YouTube has gotten very smart. I can't I wonder if it works here too in a different browser. I don't think so though. I'm not gonna sign in. I wonder if I do this enough, it'll finally show up. I wonder if I can just break it. Apparently I cannot. Wait, what is this? Is this real? Oh yeah, Duke UNC is the one tomorrow for sure. Is Louisville really ranked number 6? How? What? I was not tracking that, folks. They beat number 9 Kentucky. Wow, Kentucky now has what, 2 losses? What? Kentucky now has 2 losses, 1 to Michigan State, 1 to Louisville. 2 ranked teams have beaten Kentucky. Wow, okay. Since when is wow, that's interesting. Why are they so good? Like why? They just get a bunch of transfers this season? Like I mean, they've been terrible for years. Right? They've been bad for a long time. See, we have to play at Louisville. I guess that. Oh, so we have a home and away against them? Oh, wow. The 6th, and then 20 days, 3 weeks later, we play them again? Okay, I was not tracking that. Huh. How many ranked teams does the ACC have? I guess that's encouraging. If there's more ranked teams in the ACC, that kind of helps our case, doesn't it? Louisville, interesting. Okay, 1, Florida, 2, honestly, 3, 3. Tennessee, Arkansas, Auburn, Wisconsin. Oh, NC State 5. Okay, NC State's not in this one, but they are in this one. It's like Vanderbilt swaps them out. They swap out with. Okay. There's like some swapping going on here at the bottom. I see. Okay. They were good last year too with Chuck. Oh, Chucky. Yeah, yeah. I guess. Well, yeah, they were better, right? Okay. Now I'm remembering, right? Because like the whole like they couldn't. Uh, that's right. We beat them. We beat them in the ACC tournament with our guys hurt, with our guys injured. Right, that was the game that Flag didn't play, right? Or Khan didn't play. One of the two. Nick, welcome in. Oh, that was almost a nice little block there by Gongba. Kamenia comes down with that rebound, and he's out in transition. Swing pass to Caden. And just reset offense here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Caden's got it at the top of the key, looking for a screen from Harris. No, just a pass. Now sets it to Gongba, and we're trying to post with a bunch of guards. All right, we're just having some fun here and running some motion. No real set. Gongba going to try to play pick and roll. Nice find there. Caden Boozer in the left wing. He hits the three. The defense just kind of fell asleep and left Caden all in the corner. Flag was injured that entire tournament except for part of the game against Georgia Tech. There you go. That's jogging my memory. But we beat them anyway because Con Knipple is a freaking all-star, which we knew from day one, and was the tournament MVP, and then like is now absolutely killing it in the NBA. So good for Con. I'm very, very happy. I'm pretty sure that I had said at the beginning of the season last year that it was like Cooper Flag and Con was going to be like right there. Now, granted, in the college, like, yeah, Cooper Flag was still like the man, but Con was fantastic. That kid is so good, just so good, so consistent. Both of them actually were extremely consistent. I think Flag had like one off game, some road game or something, but like, yeah, Harris for three. Over the top of the backboard. Those two were great. We have our friend here, 5'9", number 2, Trenton Williams, still out here against Dame Sar, and now he's going to be against Gungba. And that's a deflection, and it's intercepted. Dame Sar with a deflection over to Caden, and Kamenia in the corner. 3, nope, too strong. That one looked like the Al Shahir deflection from on Josh Allen last night. Get a deflection and have your buddy pick up the the carom. Good block by Gungba there. That's one for him. 6 minutes left here in the first. Duke up by 22. No real threat. The guy's just getting some good practice reps, I suppose. Good defense by Harris and good denial. Doesn't let his man get around. They have to reset as Williams. He's got 2 threes so far, trying to play on Boozer, and he gets it off the foot of Gongba. Yeah, NC State is in the top 25 in one of the 2 polls. Yeah. So we have us, Louisville, Carolina, and State. So 4. Yeah. So not bad. Like last year, we were playing with basically like 3, Duke, Carolina, and or was Carolina even in there at some point? Might have dropped out, but anyway. I guess we're like one team better. We're one team better. A 5'9" from the corner, misses the 3, was open for it. Nice extra pass. Dame Sar going to square up in 3 here, and he will hit that one. Assist to Darren Harris. Hockey assist over to Cam. And Sar is happy about that one, as we have another timeout by Niagara. Mavericks are trying to make Flag into a guard. I don't know about like that's like I don't know, like maybe in the NBA would work. The weird thing about that one, Herbert, is that like Flag was turnover prone, especially early in the season. If you recall, there were a bunch of games. I'm thinking back. I think it was the Kansas game or something. Anyway, the opponent, they were blue uniforms. Where Cooper Flag had a really decent number of turnovers, and like he got like especially when they brought double teams on him early in the season, he had a lot of trouble passing out of those double teams and kind of getting himself out of trouble without like turning the ball over. obviously improved throughout the season, but like I feel like at the NBA level, there's going to be growing pains if they try to do that. He is kind of like, I don't know if he's necessarily a point guard, but he is a bit of a positionless player. Like he probably could play all the positions, but I don't really know if you would just want to be like, oh, we're just going to use him as our point guard and like that's it. Like I feel like just using him as the point guard is a bit too constraining for like what you can actually do with him. Like I feel like last year's team worked so well cuz like Tyrese is like a real point guard and then Flag could just go do anything. You could post him up if you wanted to. He was like Cooper Flag was fantastic posting people like dudes up. He had such great control in getting like to his spot on the floor. That is a deep three from 5'9", who just launched it from like almost half court. My goodness, 5'9" has a nice little touch there by Caden. But Trent Williams has hit another three. But yeah, Cooper Flag was great moving people with his body despite being smaller and just getting to his spot in wherever he wanted. I don't know if that translates as well in the NBA, but it certainly did in college. I felt like that was one of his greatest strengths. Caden Boozer gonna pick up a foul here as he hits the deck. It was a bit of a haphazard or half-hearted rather dive on the floor. Yo, Trent Williams, man, this kid is playing. He may be short in stature, but not short in heart. He's working on Malik Brown right now, which is, boy, that is tough. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Niagara, driving in. He's going to take another one, trying to go out of the outstretched arms of Kamenia. And it hits the rim, and here's Kamenia, and oh, poor guy. Trent Williams gets clobbered by Nick. As Walters he doesn't look good. He took a hit there. Need to hit long threes like that if you're 5'9". I feel like the trajectory of that shot reminds me of a kicker trying to take like a 60-yard field goal where they have to just like line drive it, right? They have to like just really like horizontal, just kind of get the line drive and get a lot of horizontal motion instead of like up and over. That's what I feel like that shot was like. Because he didn't really even rainbow it. It was just like literally looked like a Steph shot from there. Okay, so what other good games were we got tomorrow? Football schedule. Other good football that we have tomorrow. College football conferences. Why doesn't it just tell me the top 25? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, Rutgers at Ohio State. Wow. Yes, somebody made Cam Little from Jacksonville made the 68-yarder. I saw it. I was watching it live. That was very impressive. Okay, OSU favored by 31 and a half. Okay, that's crazy. Samford at Texas A&M. Wow. 54 and a half. What chat, what is a 54 and a half line in football? How do you do that? That's insane. What is A&M going to put up? 60 points? 60, 70 points? That's insanity. How do you... I guess Samford just doesn't score at all, and A&M puts up 55. That would be crazy. That's, what, 7? 56. 7 touchdowns. 56. Yeah, I guess, if you score on every single possession, you probably have like 8 to 10 possessions, right? In a college football game per side. You'd have to score a touchdown every single possession. I'll probably steal some possessions too. Oklahoma and Missouri. All right, that's like a real game, but Oklahoma probably wins. They're only favored by a touchdown. Miami, Virginia Tech. I guess Miami has to win in order to keep its hopes alive. Is Vanderbilt going to make the playoff? Vandy. I think they're on the bubble, aren't they? They're number 14. Yeah, so they're on the bubble. I think it's like the 13 and 14 is essentially the bubble, right? 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Yeah, Duke and Howard is Sunday at 5, at 4. Just, yeah, so programming note. No stream on Sunday. I've got a Friendsgiving to go to. We'll be back Thursday. We'll actually be back Thursday. So if you finished your Thanksgiving dinner early and you're in the mood to watch some basketball and hang out and talk about how amazing your Thanksgiving meal was with a bunch of your Duke buddies, come on in. Join us. We will be here. We will be here post our Thanksgiving dinner, and I guess we'll be roasting a hog. And that shot is no good. Another air ball 3 as Duke threatens to go up by 30 at the moment. We have under 4 to go in the first half. Malik Brown gets wrestled to the ground. He was about to score 2 there. Malik Brown with 2 more free throws. Our free throw percentage still not doing very good today. 75%. Not ideal. As Malik Brown makes the first. And he misses the second. Cam Boozer brings down the offensive board. Isaiah Evans locks and loads, but misses the 3. And Kamenia almost comes up with the rebound, but a 1-point trip down the floor for the Blue Devils. As Evans couldn't hit the open 3. He makes, Isaiah Evans makes this amazing contested 3 in the corner against Kansas to like basically put the game away, right? Like at that point, like it was over. We just basically put it out of reach, and then he like the wide open shot though. He's like, no, I can't hit it. Can't hit it. Another shot clock violation for the Purple Eagles. A 13-3 run here in the last 5 minutes for our guys. As we go inside and try to clear out the side. No, they're going to give it to Kamenia cross court. Kamenia finds Cam Boozer and one-on-one. Cam's going to take it inside the paint. Deflection by number 12. 11? 11? John Shire calling for a timeout. Cameron is so quiet, you could actually hear John Shire say, like, call that. That's kind of crazy. He's calling Isaac, the ref, timeout. Getting his attention. That's pretty funny. John Shire wants to draw this one up. I mean, he's got a timeout anyway. User to lose it. Where did the dog go? That's unfortunate. That's sad. Dog ran off. Ash! Ash, come back! Oh yeah, because we only have 5 on the shot clock, so he actually wants to get a shot off here. Oh, the other one I saw, my buddy told me, apparently we have Duke women's soccer. Okay, hold on. I got this text earlier Number 2, Duke women's soccer. All right, tomorrow. No, Sunday. Sweet 16 matchup versus number 3 Kansas. Kind of funny that Duke and Kansas will play yet again. A ranked Duke and a ranked Kansas, except it's women's soccer this time. Okay, very interesting. Didn't really see Kansas as much of a soccer school, to be honest. And then the Duke men versus number 3 Princeton in the round of 32, also on Sunday. So while you're taking in the NFL on Sunday, and of course the Duke game at 4 o'clock, also keep an eye on the Duke women and the Duke men Sunday. See if they can advance in their respective tournaments. We will keep an eye on that. 3 in the corner on the way. No good there. That was for Page. He's got 5 points, but comes up empty on that particular one as Gungba now gives it off to Cam, over to Evans, who puts it on the deck. What a step through by Isaiah Evans. The beautiful shot fake, and the step through is good. Great addition to the Isaiah Evans game there. I got those stakes in those games. Not a soccer fan. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not much of a soccer or football fan either. Ooh, that's a good 3-pointer there by Niagara. But if it's Duke playing and and it's a tournament, I'll be like, all right, yeah. As long as it's Duke. If it's like some random soccer team, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch. But wow, Dame Sar with an air ball from the corner. That's embarrassing. He's lucky that's at home because he's not gonna get the air ball chant. Isaiah Evans, good transition defense, and 55 ticks left in the first half. Wing pass outside from Prudhomme. And trying to go into the paint here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by Foster. Good defense to keep his arms up. Here's another 3 on the way. Way too long. Gungba with a strong rebound. How many is that for Gungba now? 6 rebounds for Pat Gungba to lead the team, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Ooh, Herbert with volleyball. Nice. Yeah, Duke volleyball has been pretty good too. Because you can play men's and women's volleyball. I think we're better at the women's version of it. Cam gets another 2. Very easy. He's got 6. Actually, he's getting beaten by his brother Caden right now. Dame Sar almost comes up with a steal. And that is going to be the end of the half as Duke is up 28. Math. Greg Paulus takes a drink of water and is like, oh, he's going to go to the visitors locker room, which is where brand new setting for Greg Paulus. As yeah, he's not used to the visitor locker room in Cameron. He's like, wow, this is where we sent the opposing team. All right, what other good games we got tomorrow? Let's see. So we were talking about who else? Georgia over against Charlotte. Wow, this is like This is like the tune-up week, right? This is like that final week where you don't have to play a conference opponent, and you just schedule some like cupcake before like. It's the team you pay to get them to come, and then the following week is like your final conference game. Because, like, look at this, man. This is crazy. Georgia, Charlotte, Eastern Illinois, Alabama. Like, it's like what? Auburn is next? Yeah, Auburn's the final game there. So, like, everybody has, like, one more SEC game, but, like, oh, they have to play Georgia Tech. Interesting. Georgia's SEC schedule is over. Interesting. Huh. Only one loss to Bama. 7-1, I guess. As long as A&M wins, who does the final A&M game? Oh, Texas. This is such an interesting game. On next weekend, Texas. A&M at Texas. College Station and Austin are like 2.5 hours away. 2.5 hours away. I didn't actually realize it was like that close. It's weird. Like I moved to Austin, and then I'm like, oh, College Station is like out that way. It's like out to the right, and then 3 hours gets you to Houston. 3:30 gets you to Houston. So, oh yeah, Auburn Mercer. So these two teams have tune-up games before their head-to-head matchup. My gosh. Oregon USC. This is a decent game actually. Syracuse Notre Dame could be interesting. Probably not though. Arkansas Texas. Well, this is at least is an SEC game. I suppose Texas has to win this. Kentucky and Vanderbilt. That's at least an SEC game. Duke North Carolina. That's ours. That's at this rate is looking like the most interesting game on the entire slate. Yeah. Nuclear says, I feel like no ACC teams are going to make it to the playoff in football. I think we have one chance at it, right? Cat fan, amazing half defensively. Yeah, I mean, we'll look at the stats here in a sec, but uh, we have one shot at it, right? I just want to see the bracket. Why can't I see the I just want to see it in bracket form. I want to see this thing in bracket form. How do I do this? Of course, I call Louisville good, and they're a close one with unranked Cincinnati. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. It has it on their Insta. Okay. I don't know why that's just not gonna load. Okay, this thing. Okay, so the first team out is Texas, and the second team out is Oklahoma. Interesting. So this doesn't actually line up with like the pure rankings. Okay, I get it. So Texas has to win, has to beat A&M. All right, so how does this work? So Virginia right now, are we counting Notre Dame as an ACC team or not? Because like if we do, then like obviously ACC has one in. If we don't, then like yeah, sure. Like so Virginia is the one. So if Virginia is the top, it looks like they are off this week. And then they have to play Virginia Tech, which is like so. Okay, so Virginia's off this week, and then they play Virginia Tech. So, and then they have to play the ACC championship. But like, if they were to lose, yeah, if they were to lose, I guess then they would not like if they lost to Virginia Tech, then I guess they would be what, 6-2, and Pittsburgh wins, then they wouldn't even play in the ACC championship per se. They could be in a situation where they don't even play in the ACC championship, and then yeah, nothing. The only ACC team is Notre Dame. Yeah, they creamed us 34-17. It's pretty embarrassing, honestly. Because let's say were to beat even if Texas were to beat A&M, and like then A&M drops down, but they're still in. Like A&M is still in. Texas would get in, and it would bounce someone else. I guess it would bounce Virginia or Memphis, effectively. I think unless like if the as long as these teams don't lose, they could though, right? Because they still have to play. They still have to play an SEC championship game. Although the winner or loser of the SEC championship game could still get in. Like both winners and losers could still get in. That's happened before. Welcome in, Archangel. What's up, man? So even if like Bama, Georgia, or somebody played, or like A&M, let's say like what would be really interesting is if A&M lost to Texas and then lost again in the SEC championship to Georgia. I feel like that would be the really interesting one. I feel like you still have to have them in though, but I don't know. That would be a two-loss A&M team like on the slide. It would certainly make it a very difficult conversation. Interesting that Oklahoma on the way out. Yeah. Okay. Take a quick look at the stats here, since we are going to be coming back to action pretty soon. Man, I really thought this game was on Tuesday. I'm so confused. That's okay. Maybe there's something else on Tuesday that I'm totally forgetting about. Anyway, Duke 47, Niagara 19, 15 of 25 for 60% from the floor. 15 of 25 on the surface doesn't look good, but then you realize that it's 60%. And you're like, actually, yeah, that's pretty good. 7 of 15, 35% from 3, and 10 of 14 from the free throw line for 71%. I didn't know we played Howard. Yeah, it's another one of these like yes, God. Another one of these Brotherhood runs. What's the gimmick on this one? So Howard, 2-3 team. Okay. At least they don't have a 5'9" guy. They got a 5'10" guy though. Oh, that's the gimmick. This one, it's because of Nate James. So Nate James, the associate head coach, previous Duke associate head coach, is an associate head coach at Howard. That's why Howard is going to come play. See that you get it now? It's called the Brotherhood Run. These two games, or because you have Greg Paulus coaching Niagara, and you have associate head coach Nate James coaching Howard Buffalo, the Buffaloes, the Bison. So that's the little gimmick there. Other team stats we got here for Duke. 10 of 14, 72%. 17 to 11 in the rebounding category, plus 6 You would expect to see that. For the love of God, please let's beat UNC tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I really want to beat Bill Belichick, right? That's kind of the we were talking about this. Hate to say that Duke Tar Heels are even. Oh man. What else we got? Turnovers. I want to see turnovers. 10 Niagara turnovers, 3 Duke ones. How many steals? 6. All right, so the Duke pressure is creating a lot. 10 points off turnovers, 12 points in the paint, fast break. Duke doing everything, basically. Tar Heels are they really? Duke should win, but with coaching, you never know. Let's see. Duke is favored. Wow. Duke is favored by a touchdown, basically. Actually, not a toss up. Duke favored by a touchdown, 6.5 points. Even though it's in Carolina. Wow. The Carolina quarterback only has not interceptions, only 8 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Has he been the same one the entire time? Probably not. They won 2 games, so 2. They beat Charlotte, Richmond, beat Syracuse, Stanford, lost to Wake 28-12. Interesting. So it looks like in all their losses, they have like says 18, 16, 12, or less than 20. They score over 20, they win. Yeah, if they basically we have to somehow hold Carolina to under 20. That's the play. What? All right. Duke women's soccer to third round of the NCAA playoffs, and men's won in the first round the other day. Yeah, we talked about that one too. The both men and women play on Sunday. Women have a matchup against number 3 Kansas in the Sweet 16, which is pretty exciting. And then the men play in the round of 32. So it's great. I think it's awesome. You love to see your teams doing well, right? All right, we've resumed play here in Cameron, 47-19. As we await the conclusion of this game, as it will surely conclude in our favor. As I don't think Niagara's coming back in this one. They don't have the horses for it. Even if the scores were, well, actually, if the score was flipped, I wonder if Duke would probably be able to come back. That would be really funny. Imagine, like, just to make things interesting, they flip the scores at halftime, and they're like, okay, Duke, like, now you have to come back and try to win. Duke all day, every day? Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Cam Boozer, the free throw line makes one. Jim Boeheim giving Mike Krzyzewski plenty of praise, except saying that he's not as good as John Wooden. Makes them both. And Cam Boozer now has 10 points here to go along with 3 rebounds, as Gungba is the only one really in double-double watch at the moment, but Cam might just pile on a bunch of the problem with Cam is that we're not really missing many shots, so like you can't really get offensive rebounds. Oh, that's a reach around for Gungba there. Like K is well, Gungba on his way there. That's points 7 and 8. 51-19. So yeah, okay. Gongba's gonna get the double double. There's just not enough rebounds to be had. There were what only 17 rebounds we brought down in the first half. He would have to have half of the team's rebounds in this half, basically. 3 on the way. Let's see if Cam can get that one. Nope, it goes to Sar on the opposite side. Foster gonna have a wide open 3 here. Just comes around. Oh, the screen way too easy. Way too easy. Came around a little curl. Just came around Cam Boozer there. Caleb Foster, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc for 10 points. Do I think the ACC will take Providence? I mean, unfortunately, I feel like the ACC will probably take whomever like it wants, like whomever like just to bring like create these mega leagues, right? Essentially, what I had predicted several years ago, which is like the leagues will just keep getting smaller and smaller. They just keep consolidating, basically. And because until you have critical mass, like there's only some leagues that will end up having critical mass. It'll be like the ACC, the SEC, obviously the Big Ten, and the Big 12, and those will be your 4 critical mass leagues. And then teams they'll just continuously consolidate and consolidate until that's all that's left. So like I don't know, maybe you get like what do we have? Isaiah Evans, nice 3. So the ACC is now like what 20 teams, right? I mean, what if it was like 40? You're gonna end up with like 3 or 4 of these like mega leagues that basically own everything. It's like the Habs; they're just gonna have it all. It'll be like it'll end up being like 3 or 4 years before you play like you play everyone in your league. It'd be hilarious. It's like, oh wow, we haven't seen this team in 2 years, but they're in our conference. YouTube is getting ridiculous. I was just watching a video and it said one of 3 ads. Oh, actually, there was one yesterday. I watched like a video and it like made me watch the first one completely. Like it didn't let me skip it, and then after like I could only skip the second one. It's crazy. Or maybe it was that I couldn't skip the second one either. Like I had to also watch the second video, and then it made me like skip the third one. Kind of nuts. Just feed like force feeding ads like it's Thanksgiving. Who called timeout here now? Oh, it's just an official how an official TV timeout at 17:14? Why? Kind of forgot honestly what ended up happening. Oh, Isaiah Evans. Oh, I see. Niagara called the timeout. It was a short timeout, but then it got extended. Interesting. Huh. Oh man, Chad, I'm tired. I'm tired and hungry. I assume everybody. Did you already eat? Everybody already ate. I haven't eaten yet. Bet Greg Paul still wishes he had some eligibility to be able to get step on the court. Should just let Greg and you know what we should do with these games? There's like you should just send the champions out. Send like they did back in the day, back in like in the Greek times. Just send out John and send out Greg and have a 3-point shooting contest. The winner wins the game. And we don't actually have to like play out the game. Just the winner wins. YouTube is not as bad on the streaming service because oh, yeah, that's true. Archangel, there's a ramen place they want to try soon. I actually don't really like ramen, man. I can't. I don't. I can never get behind ramen. I guess because I have too much Italian in me, and it's like it's just bad pasta. It's like bad noodles, man. I don't get it. I don't understand why people like it so much. I just don't get it. If like I don't understand why I would ever make ramen and not just make pasta. Like actual Italian pasta. There's just like no world in which that would happen. And it doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know why I would ever eat ramen. I guess here's the my other problem. I have an issue with like wet noodle, like wet pasta. Like also like people there's also people that really like pho. I actually don't like it at all. I can't get behind the whole like your pasta is immersed in a soup. Like and they're like noodles. Like I can't get behind like the wet like the consistency just like yeah. The consistency just does not work. I'm Irish, I can do that Guinness trick. No, if my dog makes me mad, I'm just like, you're a bad dog, like bad ass, like no Ash. But he doesn't do that. He's a saint, actually. This little guy's an angel. It's very seldom do I get mad at him. Oh, I got mad at him the other night because he threw up on the carpet. That's true. I don't know. I fed him way too much, and like he just ate way too fast and he threw it all up, and it was like on the carpet, and then I had to clean the carpet, and I was like, yep, that's not great. That's not good. And then I got angry at him. But poor guy. Kamenia is wide open. Poor guy. Yo, Nick is just like up there with his arms like this. Like, Cam, pass me the ball. You are in a double team, man. Pass me the ball. I am wide open in the corner. And Cam just like ignoring him. Poor guy. At least he's getting good minutes. He hasn't scored, but he's gotten good minutes. 12 minutes for Nick. But no points, unfortunately. He was like, come on, man. Do me a solid. Well, Herbert likes the pho. More power to you, dude. I just can't like. There's just some other things. Oh, like hot pot's another one. I just can't do it. I'm just like, maybe I've just had bad experiences. I've never gone to one of those like hot pot places and had like actual quality meat. It's all like really fatty stuff. I'm just like, this is not quality. I don't understand what the uh what the attraction is there. I'm not gonna own a dog again. They're just a nightmare. Oh man. That's like a puppy. I don't know if I could do a puppy again. If I did a puppy, I'd have to have like, yeah, I'd have to have the wife help. Um, it's easier with two people for sure. Easier for two people, sure. And then you have a backyard. A backyard makes the puppy much easier. But once they're like this age and he's like 3.5, he's super easy. Super easy on his routine. He definitely is like he definitely is provides more value than trouble that he causes for sure. Oh, no, no, no. I said eventually. Like, I mean, by the time that I get another dog, I'm not getting another dog on my own. No, no, I'm still looking, Archangel. I'm still looking. But yeah, I'm not getting a second one before I would. It's gonna be. It could be wife and then dog, or wife could bring a dog. Like, right? She could. The missus could bring one in too. Got TV timeout here. This is the split box that I wanted. All right, what's happening with Oh, that's right. NC State is top 25 because it's Will Wade. Oh, that's the crazy piece of the NC State story. The whole Will Wade thing. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's right. I'd rather have a cat. Oh, that's funny. Isaiah Evans, quick catch and shoot. Nope. No good on that one. Nice coming out of the timeout though. I feel like we're so good coming out of timeouts. Kansas has been on the wrong side of a couple of ACC marquee wins. Malik Brown with the flush off the inbounds play. What was the Will Wade one last year? It was McNeese, right? That was the one. Kamenia again wide open. Kamenia, poor guy, man. Cam Boozer straight on. Man, look, this is the second time Kamenia's been out there in the corner. Orlando, welcome in. What's up, man? Kamenia's just out there in the corner. He's like calling for the ball. Somebody help him. We're going to have like a new meme, which is just Kamenia over there in the corner, calling for the ball and nobody passing it to him. It's the despair meme. 5'9" for 3, air ball. Man, our 5'9" friend Walters almost went for another one. Isaiah Evans going to go for it. No. Harris for 3. He's a quick shot. Isaiah Evans with an offensive board. Kamenia in front of the Duke bench. Finally gets the 3. Yes! There you go. Finally on the board, Nick. Poor guy's been asking for it for 5 minutes. We finally got it to him. 3 on the way for Niagara. Nothing going there. That was Larson, number 22. Not going to try to feed it inside. They're going to go to Walters again for 3. Yes! Walters got 15. Nicely done there. He's like wide open, though. We're just like leaving the guy. We're like, all right, 5'9". We don't actually want to guard you. Yes, 5'9" has more. Kamenia again in the corner. Same spot, same result. Why don't you get this kid more shots? I don't trust. Archangel says he doesn't trust him. Well, what about now? He's 2 for 2. 2 for 2 in that corner. Yeah, he's got over half of Niagara's points, actually. He's got 15. Do you not trust the 3-point shot because you don't trust the haircut? The haircut is funny. Oh, from last game. Most of the time he's awful. Now, this is practice. This is game time practice. He's got to get the reps here. What's up, buddy? So fluffy. 5'9" is not on the floor at the moment, actually. Paul is giving him a rest on the bench. I don't know if they can afford to do that. The interesting one about this is that it's gonna really like skew our defensive stats because like right now they don't even have 30. Like okay, they were not even gonna make it a 40. Oh, Cam Boozer too strong. Gungba there with a rebound and couldn't get that one either. It should be the 8th rebound for Pat Gungba. And the under 12 timeout arrives. I guess it's just Kamenia. You don't really pronounce the K. 68-27. Duke by 41, currently covering the spread at the moment at the under 12. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Now he's just completely belly up. Up, Cam. Look at this, man. How can you not love this? This is just pure fluff. He's like a stuffed animal, but moves around. It literally is like having a stuffed animal that kind of walks around. So yeah, Gongba 8-8, Boozer 10-4. Although, do we have any assists here? What's the Boozer has got 3 steals, 2 blocks, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Isaiah Evans and Dame Sarr have 3 assists apiece. Interesting game actually from Dame Sarr. He's only got 3 points, but he does have 4 rebounds and 3 assists and 2 steals. Kind of packing the stat sheet in uncharacteristic ways, I guess I would say. Hayden Boozer right now with the team high 11, 4 of 6 from the field and 3 of 4 from 3. Caleb Foster's got 10. He's perfect from beyond the arc. Duke shooting 52% from 3 and 58% from the field so far for the game. Gungba converts both. That puts him into double figures here. Another Blue Devil, the third Blue Devil, and well, fourth actually. Fourth Blue Devil and third starter in double figures. As we've now opened up a 43-point lead. I can't. When was the last time we won so big? Like, this is a classic Duke blowout. Like, and it was that way from like go, right? Although I believe that Niagara did hit the first 3. No, Foster hit the first 3. It was like, yeah, it was a route from go. But this is like a classic Duke Cameron route. But like they have less. They have like 30 points. That's crazy. There are going to be football teams that this weekend that put up more than what Niagara currently has. That's how crazy this is. Oh wow, we got a steal. Oh my gosh. Jim Boeheim, Sar didn't get inside to help, but he's new to this country. I'm not really sure if being new to this country has anything to do with your ability to play defense. Oh, Caleb Foster with the steal. Oh, beautiful pass to Cam Boozer. Little over the top there. Nice feed. Oh, it was almost going to be an and one. Niagara still playing hard. Got to give them credit. Duke hold them from scoring 5 more points to hold the team to the lowest amount of points ever scored in Cameron. Is that right? 34. Wow. Okay. Well, we just gave this dude free throws, so I don't know about that. It's putting this whole thing at risk. That'd be wild. He made the first. All right, so we have to hold him to 3:34. We only have 3 points. We can't give up 3 points in 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh my goodness, Cam Boozer just threw it into the crazy section. We're not on the same page. Actually, if 5'9" hadn't gone off and gotten, 15 points and all these 3-pointers, we'd be well on our way, but 5'9" has done a number on us here from 3. Good for him. Looks like Louisville kind of pulling away from Cincinnati now. 8-point advantage with 6:09 to go in the second. Oh, that's another air ball. So there you go. Malik Brown, nice extra pass there to Boozer, who I thought he got fouled. Brown saves it out to Sarr. Caleb Foster was open. He didn't find him. If Boozer finds Foster now, he'll be wide open, but Boozer will just get rebounds and 2 more to the rim. So he's going to stuff the stat sheet here, getting his own miss. I think should be 5 and 12. Zion Williamson versus Cam Boozer. 21.6 for Boozer, 20.4 for Zion. More rebounds for Cam, more assists from Cam, but higher field goal percentage. Interesting. I wonder what the comparison to flag would be though. I feel like the Zion one, maybe it is an apt comparison, but I feel like in terms of like recency, we want to see like the comparison with Cooper Flag. Only got 4 rebounds here. 14 points, 4 rebounds for C-Booze. Oh, that's a silly foul for Caleb Foster. Just took out the guy at the knees. Oh, we don't need that. We don't need that. Well, they missed that one. Duke got the most use out of his sign, yeah. Until his shoe exploded against UNC. I thought Cam was about to take 3. He'll take a long-range jump shot. That'll be not really close. Dame Sarr will clean it up off the deflection from Malik Brown. I guess give Dame Sarr the rebound and the points? Or give Malik Brown the rebound? Oh, there's Dame Sarr with the steal. Keeps it in play. Sarr looking for an opportunity, finds Foster in front of the Duke bench. Foster for 3, that's off. Malik Brown saves it, gives it outside to Gungba, and Duke resets here with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Foster looking for the Gungba screen. Gonna give a pick and roll action there as Gungba is now swarmed by 3 Eagles. And one of them will foul Gungba. And Gungba will go to the free throw line for his troubles. What are you doing over there? We have to keep Malik Brown healthy. Yes, make sure his left arm socket doesn't separate again. Goodness. James Franklin's deal is worth $41.75 million for 5 years. So the 5 years, that's $8 million a year. Jeez, man, that is so much money, man. Nice to see Duke with only 6 turnovers so far. They played like this. This was big against the other night to Kansas, right? Is how much better we did on the turnovers in the second half. Only 2 turnovers in the second half against Kansas. Really changed the game. Gungba thought about 3. Oh, the soft roll. The Cameron rim sends that one home. Gungba's got a 3-pointer. Does that mean he now has the most points on the team? No, he's tied with Cam for 14. That's funny. Why don't I just jack this 3? Why not? Duke currently covering the spread. 49 points, and that's going to be out of bounds. Niagara coming apart like a waterfall here. It's leaking like the falls. I know it wouldn't have, but if Duke makes it to the national championship against Virginia in 2019, do they beat them a third time? Oh my gosh, now you're making me think back in time. Who was this was the team after Jason Tatum, right? This was the post Tatum. Oh no, wait, that is the Zion team. Was the Zion team, right? I mean, do they beat? Yeah, do we beat an ACC team in the tournament? Yeah, probably. I mean, so silly, right? That like Tom Izzo knocked us out of that tournament. Like only Tom Izzo could knock us out of that tournament. That was like that was the matchup you like did not want, right? Like you just did not want that Tom Izzo matchup. Brutal. Right. It was revenge for 2015. Yeah. Exactly. The one you did not want to see. The only thing that could derail it. But alas, that's how it happens. So Duke in total cruise control here. I mean, you got Patrick Gungba shooting and hitting threes, basically. Like, it's just total domination. I guess folks should have bet the over. But got 3 point. They cannot score 3 points in the next 7.5 minutes. Is that what we're up with? The problem is that, like, as soon as we start throwing in all the walk-ons, they'll probably finally, like, find a way to score. And that's going to be at least, like, 2 or 3 minutes after the under 4 timeout. So I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. We don't have enough of a buffer. Oh, 2019, don't remind me. I mean, we should also say the same about 2024, right? Like, talk about the one that got away. I mean, like that one got away. Or I guess, yeah, we could say the same about 2025, rather. It was this year. And it's been a decade. Don't remind me of 22. Oh my gosh, what kind of offensive foul is that? That's Gungba's fourth. All right. 22. Oh, that was Bancaro, the Bancaro year, right? That was brutal too. The UNC one. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was the loss to UNC in the Final Four. Yeah. That was Coach K's final season. Yeah, that's another brutal one. It's been nothing but heartbreak, man. It's been nothing but heartbreak for a whole decade. It's brutal, but we're still going strong. I mean, it could be worse. We could be UNC fans, right? You could have just straight up missed. Man, that Bancaro year was a lot of fun. That was the one I went to see. I went to see them in San Francisco when they were playing in the West. Wow, Gungba just with the super spin move there. 16 for him. It was the game they played against Arkansas. That was wild. That was a great game. And then I didn't stick around for the it was Texas Tech was the next one. I wasn't able to stick around for that one. It was just I was there on a work trip and I caught one of the two. Maybe it was the Texas Tech one that I watched. Freak. I can't remember. Damn. One of the two. Actually, Patrick Gungba ends with 17. That's probably the end of his night here. I don't suspect that he's going to be coming back. Short of the double-double, though. He only had 8 rebounds. Looks like Cam still has an opportunity, although he's not in at the moment. Maybe he doesn't have an opportunity. That shot misses. Okay, so that doesn't go. 6 minutes to go and 3 points to not give up. Oh, Iffy is in. Ufuchukwu is in. Oh, nice. Nice little pass there, but Iffy couldn't control it. See, I feel like it's what was I gonna say? I'm not really sure if the defense has been really good, but like I feel like Niagara's just missing shots, right? I feel like they're just missing shots here. Like they should be able to finish some of these. Oh, that'll Amenia sends this dude to the free throw line. All right. 2024. 2024 was painful, man. The collapse at the end of the game was just. I mean, we should that one. You had that one. You had to win. You just have to find a way to win that game. Like you have um an entire starting five of NBA talent and like a generational college basketball player in Cooper Flag, and we couldn't bring it home. And Con Knipple for that matter. All right, only 2 points left. He went 1 and 2 for the free throw line. We have only 2 point buffer. Isaiah Evans trying to get 3. Well, and he gets fouled for his troubles. Slim for the 3 and 1. Oh, 2024. Oh, that one. Yes. Oh, the before flag. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That was the one we lost to NC State, right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. I can deal with losing, but blowing a lead like that is just brutal. Yeah. The 2025 one is just so bad. Anyway, we'll never get that one back. I suppose we can take it out on Florida when we play them when they come to Cameron. They keep jacking up threes and they almost go, but they don't. Jack Scott now in the game. He's gonna come down with a rebound. You got the. We're going down. We're going real deep into the roster now. This Sheffield looking for an opportunity. Couldn't put it up. Oh, Iffy gonna score too. Hamenya with a beautiful assist. Nicely done. Ufuchukwu. Ufuchukwu. He's on the board with 2. Charge. Oh, it's a block, and there goes the record. We made it till 4:31. We made it till 4:31 in the second. Could not finish it. Darren Harris gets the blocking call. Called against him. And there's 35. Womp womp. Rip. All right, so 4:29 to go. Duke by 54. Casual 54. Which, oh, Nick again for 3. So now 57. I was going to say 54, which is the exact margin that Texas A&M is expected to beat Samford by tomorrow in a football game. I guess it'll be 70-0. I'm like super tempted to just put $5 on that spread and just be like, sure, A&M, put up 70, just because I want to see it. I want to see somebody put up 70. All right, there's the under 4 timeouts. So the next one we will go the distance and end it. Also, apparently breaking news that Brandon Ayuk is no longer going to be a 49er. That is crazy. All right, so what do we think? Chat, are we liking this Duke team this year? Are we liking this Duke team? Because I'm feeling pretty good about this team heading into this 3-game gauntlet with Arkansas, Florida, and Michigan State. Like, assuming, like, of course, best case scenario, we win all 3. Realistic scenario, we win 2 out of the 3, right? We kind of go like Arkansas, neutral site, Florida at home. We win those 2. Something happens at Michigan State where they're like really tough place to play, and they end up getting us there, and it's like a 2-1 situation. That's probably most likely scenario. Crisis obviously is like we lose all 3, and then we'll actually like be reassessing whether or not this Duke team is like what we thought it was. But assuming at least we go 2-1, I think we're okay. It would be no panic if we went up 2-1. If we go 3-0 though, we'd be like, wow, okay, this Duke team is like actually like the real deal. Like this could be we could be in for a special season. If it ended up going 3-0. It's gonna be really hard for Niagara to get over this and come back tomorrow, says Jim Boeheim. I don't really think so. I think you knew you weren't gonna win this game anyway. It is what it is. Duke football has 2 unclaimed national titles in 36 and 41. Oh, really? We'll learn a lot about where our team is in the next few games. Yeah, that 3-game stretch is going to be. The Howard one is just not going to. It's going to tell us nothing. It'll tell us exactly like this. It's just good to get the guys like reps. It's great to see somebody like Hemenia get reps, and he's got 3 threes tonight. That's great, especially reps defensively. Like a whole team effort. Like the defensive stuff is a team effort, right? But yeah, okay. So no stream Sunday. We'll be back Thursday night after your turkey. We'll be here on Thanksgiving, and we'll do the Arkansas game. That should be a fun one. Hopefully, you all have a very nice and safe Thanksgiving. Safe travels for all those that are going to be traveling, obviously. Uh, Sheffield for 3, that's short. Yeah, have a safe travel. Enjoy the time with the family. Eat lots of food. Be well. And I will do the same. That's a foul. Oh, that's an and one. Oh, man, we're going to give up 40. Gosh darn it. I was hoping they were not going to get it to 40. We got 2.5 minutes left, and there's only like, they got an and one coming here. What does Jim Boeheim mean? New Zealand is too far right now. It's not really going to get any closer. Like, I know that the plates shift around, but like, New Zealand isn't getting any closer to the United States in our lifetimes. So, like, yeah, you might be waiting a while if you're waiting for New Zealand to get closer. Oh, and now that's Niagara hitting 40. Damn it. We gave up like 10 points in the last 4 minutes. Very disappointing, Chet. Very disappointing. Darren Harris for 3. Of course, we're not really trying to take the air out of the ball either. We're just like jacking up shots here, letting people kind of do their own thing. So yeah, Cam Boozer, no double-double. He hasn't been back in the game. 14-5. Gungba is off the page at the moment. He's leading everyone. Gumbo's really off the page at the moment. There you go, 17. 17-8. Like we got free throws coming here for Niagara. I don't know what they're looking at. They're looking at the clock, I would think. Come on, refs, end it. We got a minute 43 to go. 55. They were trying to see who the shooter should be. It's going to say 35. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Oh, we got a lane violation or what? Oh, 2-shot foul. Oh, we fouled more than 10 times? All right. They scored 53 points in a minute and 30. 258. I don't know how you score 53 points in 90 seconds. That's 3-3-3-3-3. Jack Scott for 3. Nice. Everybody excited about that one. And he strips it. That's going to be a steal as if he hits the deck and gets called for a foul. Oh, you're hungry. You want to eat. I know. So do I. We're going to feed you here in a sec, bud. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I see. Most points ever scored. They'd have to score, yeah. Well, John Shire decides to call a timeout for some crazy reason. What I do wonder, like, what is John Shire saying in this huddle? The team is up by 54. All right, what else are you saying here? Just using timeouts to use timeout. He's actually drawing up a play. I have somebody coming across the middle there. He's literally drawing up the play. If you were on the other sideline, you could like be watching the broadcast and like see what Duke drew up. All right, the last 70 ticks here. We're going to sign off pretty quickly after the game ends, folks. Appreciate everybody hanging out on this Friday night. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And, Chef, that's a walk. Oh, okay. All right. Sheffield's going to get it. I thought it was a walk. But all right. We might hit 100, actually. That'll be another Duke team with 100. Ooh. Amenia almost with a steal. Amenia getting a lot of PT, man. I like to see that. 23 minutes tonight. That's really good for him. I think he's gonna be. I think he could be a great role player, man. I think he could come in, play tough, hit the shots. I believe Duke will be able to just hold this, assuming. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's out of bounds. Stepped on the end line. Duke will not be able to just hold it, and somebody's going to take a shot here at the end. Somebody's going to take a shot at the end. See if we can hit 100. Gosh, Kamenia is so much taller than number 18. Jack Scott out to Kamenia. Kamenia is going to take it 3. Yes! He'll hit that one. There's the 100, the century mark. Nick has four three-pointers tonight. You love to see that. 100 to 42. 58-point margin, and that is going to be it. All right, folks, I am going to go eat. I will see you all Thanksgiving night. Take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. We had that was a fun one. Very impressive defensive effort here by the Blue Devils, and offensive effort, honestly. But in any case, stay safe, everybody. Have a very good night, and as always, go Duke. See ya.